Hello and welcome to another segment of Alanna's Letter. My name is Alanna Turner. This segment is actually a special one to me personally. I am sitting here with Mr. Sam Gresham. He is the Executive Director of the Ohio Commission on African American Males. Mr. Gresham, thank you.
Thank you
for having us today. Thank you so much. Now let's start with your beginnings because your bio is massive. Where are you from? Tell us a little about childhood. Where are you from, your beginnings?
I'm originally from Greenwood, Mississippi.
Okay.
Which is in LaFleur County, which is in the Delta, which is in the central west portion.
Wow, okay.
Greenwood is known for two things historically. Okay. One, it's 20 miles from Mississippi where Emmett Till was killed.
Oh, wow.
And it was the place where Medgar Evers was killed.
Okay.
So those are the two references most people have to Greenwood.
Certainly.
But that's where I grew up. And then I lived in Chicago, and I from 8 years on, and then I came here in '74. I went to school at University of Illinois,
Okay.
University of Pennsylvania, and Cornell University.
Yes, sir.
And then I came here in 1974. I have 3 wonderful sons.
Okay.
And a non-biological daughter.
Okay.
Shauna Gibbs. And I got 4 grandchildren.
Okay. Certainly. Well, beautiful. Now, you've had your stint. You have a stint in television now, but on a different level.
Right.
You, was that produced or?
I had the honor to be the AD, assistant director or associate producer, whatever you want to call it, on the first talk show in the history of television. It's called Our People, which was done on WTTW Channel 11 in Chicago. Wow. We had a chance to do the first black soap opera, which was called The Bird of the Iron Feather, from Langston Hughes' poem of The Bird That Could Not Fly. Wow. And I also had the distinct honor of doing the first half-hour 100 lecture series on Black history. Okay. So, in a short time I was in the TV business. I got a chance to do it.
Okay.
You've done your homework. I love music.
Is it true that you were aware of Jill Scott before she kind of came to the forefront?
Yeah, you've done your homework. I tried to convince somebody that we needed to do a show with Jill. I was in Philadelphia in this place called Grey Cadillac. And there was a club, and there was this young lady in there singing. And I came back to Columbus, and I said, she gonna blow up. Okay, got it. And the people around me said, nah. And we used to do it urbanly. We used to do this thing called the Black and White Gala. Okay. And we had, our goal was to have international acts. And I said, this girl's gonna blow up. But I couldn't convince the people who, to make a decision that she should come. But I was right. She blew up.
Wow.
I mean, she blew up. Yeah, I love dancing too. I go to jazz club. I go to dance club. I love dancing now. Yeah, I get out there and I'll drop it for you.
Okay, all right. Shake a tail feather, something
just a little bit.
Got it. Now, you are definitely a community servant. I guess we can say activist. You have been there, different gamuts and levels in community and government that you've participated in. Where was your beginning with community service? What led you to, community service or even activism?
I think Our People, the TV show that I started, it was an hour magazine format call-in show that people could call in and ask questions. And one of the first people I met who was Floyd McKissick. And Floyd McKissick was an activist that a lot of people don't know about. But he started me. I eventually met Jesse Jackson. I met C.T. Vivian. I met a lot of other people. And when I decided to get out of the television business, I did something that was extremely unusual for black folk. I went and had an assessment done by a fellow named Dr. Jackson, who was at Governor State in Chicago. And he came back in the room and he said, Sam, these are the things you could be. And one of them was urban and regional planning. So I said, what the heck is an urban and regional planning? And then I looked up urban and regional planning, and I said, that's what I want to do. It allowed me to use my television skill. It allowed me to use my public speaking skill. It allowed me to get involved with my people, problem solving for them. So I decided that's what I wanted to do. And my first job was at Malcolm X City College. I was a community outreach person. And then my career kind of took me. I had a series of people who touched me, though.
Okay.
And I call them life coaches, people who I still talk to today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they give me advice, and I listen to them. I argue with them.
Okay.
But they said, you have a gift,
Okay.
and you need to do something with that gift. So then I charted this course in 5-year increments.
Wow.
Of the things I wanted to do, and God has blessed me.
Yes.
I've been able to do most of the things I want to do. I did a couple of things that I'm really, really proud of at the University of Alanna. They gave me alumni achievement.
Okay. Okay.
I started the Black Alumni book.
Okay.
You know, everybody had a graduation book.
Certainly.
But we started one just of us.
Wow.
Because we couldn't find ourselves in the big yearbook.
Certainly.
So we developed our own yearbook, funded it ourselves.
Wow.
We started a Black engineering book. We did something else that had never been done. There's a thing called Tremanisha, which is Scott Joplin's Black opera.
Wow.
And we had enough people who could sing to put that thing on, and it was
Okay.
all Black.
All right.
We elected the first Black person to a city council in Champaign County.
Okay.
One of the things I'm really, really proud of, when they kicked me off of radio, we didn't have no R&B stations. We had a station that ran too long more that we used to listen to the R&B music with. So when they kicked me off, I had this engineering student say, we can have our own radio station. And I said, what about the FCC and all of that? He said, we don't have to do that. We use the outlets in the dorm as the antenna, and you could hook in. We created our own radio station that still exists to the day.
Right.
And I graduated from college 30 years ago.
Wow.
We got our own messages out, but you have to live in the dorm. Now, if you live off campus, you can't get it.
Okay.
So most people see me from, I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Okay.
Most people see me from the Urban League.
Certainly.
But the Urban League is one of several places that I stopped.
Yes.
That did a lot of activism in it.
Sir.
So you did your homework. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed life. And I almost graduated magna cum laude.
Wow.
My grades were just that good. I was a 3.89.
Okay.
And if I had been a 4.4, a little better, I would have been magna cum laude. But I was a good student. I enjoyed life.
Yes.
But no, you've done your homework. Yeah, that's true.
Well, some of those magna cum laude achievers have not done as much as you've done. I'm sure they have not. Now I'll ask you, you've sat on several committees. Which one is near and dear to your heart that you have a special passion for?
The one that I think I enjoyed and did the most with, from my own personal internal thing, was sitting on the board of Columbus State.
Okay, wow.
There were not many Black professionals when I came to Columbus State.
Okay.
And I had a couple of rounds with the president over there in quiet. It was not a public thing.
Okay.
But I'm proud of what he did and what Columbus State has done since then.
Certainly.
The other one was Ohio's Best.
Okay.
I learned a lot of things about statewide politics.
Okay.
And then there was one that was a little innocuous that most people don't know about, and I just recently got off of it.
Okay.
Was Homeport.
Wow. Okay.
The housing thing.
Yes, I've seen in certain places. Okay.
I had to get off because I just didn't have time, but I like what they do.
Okay.
CHP is Columbus Housing Partners.
Okay.
Is the group that founded Homeport, and they do a lot of good things in the community. But those are about the ones I really enjoy.
Okay, I see. Now, of course, I guess your main role, am I correct, is with the Ohio Commission on African American Males right now. You're serving the community yet, and still, us as the community, what could we do to assist you, or if someone wants to, in what way can we back up what you do or just support you and continue that?
Let me say this to you first. The Ohio Commission on African American Males is a part of my vision from the very beginning. And let me explain to you why. When I was in college, I wanted to get a PhD in urban anthropology. And I wanted to be what was called an urban ethnographiker.
Okay, wow.
And the population that I wanted to study was African American males in the urban center. So taking this job is not a job. This job is a calling for me, because when I started out, that's what I wanted to do. But a myriad of other things took me off that path. And when Senator Miller came to me with this opportunity, I said, I want to do this. I don't care how much y'all pay. I just want to do this. Now, the commission is different than any other commission that has succeeded us. The mission of the Columbus, the Ohio Commission on African American Males, is to assist African American males to improve the quality of their life through public policy advocacy, community organizing, and research. We work in 5 broad areas. We work in health, we work in education, we work in the area of employment, but economic sustainability. We work in the area of fatherhood support, where we help black males and build programs and support them. And 5th, we believe in rights, justice, rights, and responsibilities. Most people call that criminal justice. We believe justice, rights, and responsibilities. So we fight for that. Now, most people say, what does all that mean? We attack structural racism. And what structural racism is, the matrix that we have to function in as a community. And it has several components. It has public policy, it has organizational practice, it has cultural images, it has the idea of resource development. And sometimes black folk ask themselves, how do we get in such bad shape? Well, there's a system that's developed to create the bad circumstance. They're called disparities and inequities. And if you have to attack that. Now, our commission is unique again because it's the only one inside of a land-grant research university in the whole country. Now, there's one more interesting thing about our commission. It's the oldest one in the country. The Ohio Commission on African American Males was the first commission of its type in the world. And it is still the most unique. Now, people across the country are looking at us as a potential model for solving problems. Now, why do I think this is important? We are working in 14 separate communities. And we're working on policies on a local level. We're doing research. We're doing community organizing, bringing people together. And we're dealing with policy issues. No one has ever approached the problem solving for black males in this way. Now, our premise is the black male is the key to the vitality and the recovery of the African American community. If we bring black males up, we bring the black community up. So that's what we're doing. Now, for me, it allows me to use all the skills that I've accumulated. It allows me to use all the relationships that I have in the past. And it also allows me to inspire and work with a great group of people. We have 23 commissioners. We have about 60 volunteers across the state of Ohio that we work on. And for people who are interested, they can go to our website, OCAM, OCCAM.org. And they look on we have a YouTube section where they see some of the videos of things that we've done. And they will also be able to go to our Facebook page to see photographs of activities that we've done. And they'll see what the issues are we're working on. We're working on a piece of legislation now, and it's been jockeyed around, that will significantly change the lives of black men. It's called Senate Bill 10. I'll give you some examples. It levels crack cocaine and powder cocaine. Now, we can do that. It helps a lot of black men. It gives people good time for being in jail, and it gets them out of jail. It allows them to change grand theft. Grand theft is $500,000. I mean $500 now. So that's grand theft. If we move it up to $1,100 or $1,200, people don't. It offers diversion programs. Now, this is the tenet and foundation of the commission. By working on public policy, in one fell swoop, we can affect the lives of thousands of African Americans. And that's why we think policy is important. I'm not knocking people who do programs. They are part of the building blocks of change. But we also have to deal with policy. Now, we're working on local levels to work with school boards and city councils to change policies that create a positive effect for black men. So we're a different organization than most people perceive.
Certainly. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Sir, I know that we could go on and on and on, and I feel like I could call you Mr. Columbus. You've been so involved and you've done so many things. It is just an honor and a privilege. I appreciate you giving us the time to visit you in your humble abode on your territory. Thank you for being a guest on Alanna's Letter, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. This has been another segment, a special edition of Alanna's Letter. Once again, my name is Alanna Turner. Thank you for making Alanna's Letter your viewing choice. God bless.